Hi guys, today we're tackling installing the diesel heater to keep us warm. It does get cold here in South Carolina at night. So I've been thinking about this and planning this for a long time. Where am I going to put it? And how I'm going to do it. So I decided I am going to go underneath the bench in the salon. Makes the most sense. So here is the bench that I'm talking about. It's like an L shape. Now, if you look up here, the thing is, diesel heaters require an exhaust. And this is the biggest pain. So the only thing I can do is to vent it to outside or up through the floor. So what I'm thinking is that I'm going to go out the side. This little box right here is enclosed. There's no access, so I'm going to go up through here, cut a hole in the floor to see if I can get out to the outside. The big thing is if I go up to the deck and try to put it up there, then when it rains, water gets on the deck, then it goes down and straight into the heater. So by going up as close to the rail as I can get, then I can put a upward elbow in the pipe, so it can only go in 2 inches, then drip out. So that seems to be the best option for me right now. So I did some investigating in this little hole and found that there is an old 12-volt TV power cable here. I tested it, working great. So because these diesel heaters require 12 volts to run and then diesel fuel. So what I'm going to do is easily tap into that, and then I'll mount the tank down here for now, or somewhere in there, until I pipe it into the boat's fuel system. But that's going to take a little bit more planning on my part, and see what parts I need. But for right now, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drill a hole probably here, and I bought a Y pipe kit for the ducting, and then in here, because I sleep in the V berth and this is the bathroom, so I'm going to have the pipe come out here so it heats up my bathroom and my V berth, and then boom, another Y pipe for in here to do the rest of the boat. So that's the plan, and so here we go. All right, the first thing I did was drill a hole up here to make sure that was hollow in there and there wasn't some kind of structure in there. So now I can open this up a little bit more to get in there to be able to put that pipe through. All right, I got the hole cut up there, and it's wide open, so that's awesome. And now comes the scary part, drilling a hole into the side of my boat. I don't know anybody that likes doing this, but I measured it from that window over, and about 3 inches in this. And that gives me roughly about 7 inches, 7.5 inches. So I went on the outside and I marked 7 inches from the window frame And I think what I'm going to do is drill a small pilot hole first that I can easily fill if it's not in the place that I want. And then if it's good, I can drill a hole. Second, the problem that I had was my hole saw. I lost this little insert right here that attaches it to the drill and has that pilot. But one of my neighbors over here working on his sailboat, he just happened to have the insert that fit for my set. I lost it, I guess, on my other boat. So anyway, now I'm able to drill a hole to mount this fitting through. So I gotta drill through the hole through here, then stick this through the end, and thankfully it has an upward bend in this already. And then I have my exhaust pipe here, and I bent it already so that the water will go up and go right back down and not into my heater. So I am right now going to go to find a piece of scrap wood and drill a hole, because this is very close. I used my old trusty micrometer here to see the measurement, and so if it's correct, this bit should be just good enough to make it. So let's see. All right, found an old piece of scrap wood and drill the hole. So let's give it a whirl. Let's see how we do. Like a glove. Actually, it's a little bit big, but very good. So that will definitely work for us. Oh, good. I am glad. And it has a little bit of playroom, maybe 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So good. All right, now the scary part. We're going to drill a little pilot hole through there and make sure it comes in the right spot before we drill this big hole. All right, so I got a hole drilled down for the exhaust. Not crazy about it. It's right next to the PEX line, so I'm going to have to, I got some metal tape. I'm going to wrap that PEX line so it doesn't get hot. Plus, I got heat wrap for this tubing too. So, but anything I can do to, protect it. So I got the unit in there, and I got it sitting on a metal tray. Because this exhaust gets super hot, and there is not a lot of clearance in there. So I got it propped up on some 2x4s, so screwed down, and then on the tray. And that's the way I've been using it. So I know that the heat is not getting past that tray, and it's in good shape. So I'm gonna strap it down and glue it or whatever I'm going to do to keep it secured to that tray, and then I'll probably take 4200 and glue the tray down to the deck. But right now I'm just mocking it up before I drill that hole into the hole, because that's just the scary part. So I want to make sure this area is going to work perfect. So next thing I know, I gotta, this is where the heat comes out. So I have a Y pipe, and I think I'm going to drill into this one here and pop it out into this, and then Y it out to the bathroom, like we said, and then here to the salon. So that's what I'm going to do next, and then we'll I'll come back because I can't hold this phone same time. All right, for the most part, I got those installed. There's the Y pipe. Still got room in there for my cleaning products and stuff. It comes through here. I got the wiring put in a little block and just wrapped with tape. I gotta neaten up the wires with zip ties yet. But for the most part, it is connected. I just gotta do the exhaust, the scary part. So there we go. Well, after an hour of messing with it and with friends, I got it installed and found out that there's a wall, a fake wall here between this and this where a chain plate is. I drilled in there, so I got to patch a hole now. Thankfully, I only put a pilot hole there of, about 3/8 big. So I just fill it with epoxy, so it's not too bad. But yeah, so now all we got to do is wrap the exhaust with the heat tape that I got, and then try to get it mounted onto that pipe, and then I'll hook it all up here and try it out. All right, well, I'm calling in the night tonight because it is like a little after 5 and I'm bushed. I've been working on this all day, but it is operational right now. It took forever, but I got the exhaust wrapped with heat stuff. I'm going to finish wrapping the muffler and the other part tomorrow, and I'm going to permanently mount that tomorrow, as well as the control head. I'm figuring out where I want to put it. It's either going to go behind this fan, or I found out I can't go on that face anymore because there's a fake wall there. But I just filled the tank, and I'm gonna put a board or something in there so I can mount the fuel tank so it doesn't move around in there, obviously. But for tonight, at least, I got heat. I'm not really worried about it right now because it's currently 78 degrees outside and 80 degrees inside this boat. So by maybe 2 o'clock in the morning, I'll get down to the 60s or something. But yeah, so I'm going to test it here just to see if everything works out. Ow! Bang that. That's awesome. I'm going to go ahead and turn the breaker on to put power to it. And I'll see if
start heating.
Yay. All right. So it's heating. You can hear it's warming up, and you'll hear clicking, and that's the fuel pump. It's a pulse fuel pump, and I got it mounted there. You'll hear that starting to click. And let's make sure that, obviously there's got to be some wire management. But it starts blowing, and then it'll start ticking and getting fuel in there. I gotta clean up my spills and clean this up. All right, well, you can kind of hear that ticking. Pretty quiet. And you can't feel it, but we got good heat coming out of here. I'm gonna cover this and see if it's quiet. Another thing I'm gonna do is, because it's got to have fresh air, that's the fresh air, I'm going to put a wooden vent here, like a register, and so fresh air can go in there. But yeah, man, it's looking good. Well, it's next morning, Saturday morning, and I got all the wires neatened up in there, everything glued down and cleaned back up. So it was great. I didn't need that heat at all last night. It didn't get any warmer than 70 degrees in this boat, or any cooler than 70 degrees in this boat. So didn't even get to try it out last night. But thanks guys for watching. Like and subscribe, and follow my journey. Thanks.